Hi guys, we're going to be looking at day 3, NTI day 3 work. It's a little bit longer and the math could be a little bit more challenging, so I am going to talk for a little bit longer during this video and kind of go through some of the math stuff with you. The reading is all set up like it has been. You have an article, Who Wants a Spiny Snack? Alright, it looks like to be about blowfish and different things like that. And then it has a set of questions that go with it. There are more questions today than there have been in the past. There are a lot of multiple choice. Alright, so make sure you're finding these answers in the text and eliminate answers that you know are not right. That's going to get you the best answer for sure. Hopefully the right answer. Alright, and then you have a couple short answers. Alright, I know there's a question for number 8. It's just a definition. What is an adaptation? You can find it in the article, but if you kind of struggle to understand the meaning within the article, Google the word adaptation and find the meaning of it. That's not a problem at all. Then you're going to have a couple more questions. All right, what is the purpose of the pufferfish's spine? Support your answer with evidence from the text. It is right there in the directions. Make sure you do it, please. All right, and then why might a large predator and a small animal that it eats have different adaptations? All right, so think about the different adaptations of different animals and sea creatures, especially the pufferfish and the animals that they eat. All right, so a little bit longer. It's definitely going to take you more time. Stay focused, get it done, then take a break and go back to your other work today because it's all set up like it usually is. Here is your silent reading, day 3 work. Same thing that it has been. I'm going to post chapter 3 from our Dinosaurs Before Dark that you can also use to fill out this work if you're following along with those chapters to do this. Or you can do the book of your choice. Then you have your short mystery passage, super short, same layout. All right, make inferences. All right. Comprehension practice. So these are just basic questions to answer instead of vocabulary today. You just have some comprehension work to do. All of these answers are going to come from right here. All right, and then make a prediction. All right, so really simple stuff you've been doing. Take another little break if you want, and then do some fun cursive. Today you're going to focus on the letter D and the letter E and writing sentences with both of those letters in them. Little d and big D. So make sure trace over this first before you write it yourself over here. All right, it even says trace it. This is to help you. So please, please, please trace it and then write it. All right. Now onto the math. We've kind of done some stuff like this, but I definitely want to go over it with you. It's the decoder puzzles. The directions say, what is the mystery word? Round each number to its greatest place value. So you're going to round every number up. All right, then write the appropriate letter in the blanks below. All right, so we already told you that we're rounding every number up. All right, so when we're rounding up, any number that ends in a 5 or higher, you're going to go up to the next number. Don't forget, you can use the vertical number line to help you if you need to. We've done a lot of this practice. We did a lot of this practice right before Christmas. So number 1 is the number 987. All right. Now we're rounding the number up. All right, up to the next 100. It doesn't tell us that, but since we're looking at this number as a whole, and our choices are 900 or 1,000. All right, and we're going to round this number up. So thinking about our vertical number line, I'm going to start with the smaller number on the bottom, 900, larger number on the top, 1,000. All right, I know halfway between 900 and 1,000 is 950. All right, I know anything that falls above this 950 is going to round up to 1,000. All right, so we have 987, which is going to fall about right here. So we're rounding this number up to 1,000. So it says, if the number rounds to 1,000, put a Q in the blank. So what you're going to do is down here. Number 1 says, if it rounds to 1,000, put a Q. So in number 1, I'm going to put a Q. All right? Put a Q right down there. Number 1, Q. 7 numbers, 7 problems. All right, so the first one, all of these are rounding to the nearest hundred. If you want to write that at the top of your paper, just so you remember. Round to the nearest hundred and just go through them. You only have 2 choices, guys. That's all it's giving you. So look at your vertical number line and see where the number is going to go. All right, think about the halfway mark between both of the number choices that it is giving you. All right, and then you're going to do the exact same thing on the back. All right, round to the nearest hundred. So let's practice this one. Erase my board. All right, on the back, you're starting with the number 468. All right, does it round to 400 or 500? Those are your only 2 choices. All right, 400 is going to be a T, 500 is going to be an E. Think about your vertical number line. Oh, that's very crooked. Sorry, guys. Let's try that again. All right. Think about your number that goes on the bottom, your smallest number, which is 400. Think about your number that goes on the top, your largest number, 500. What number comes halfway? 450. All right, so anything above this 450 is going to round up to 500. So we have 468. We know that 68 is higher than 50, so that number is probably going to fall about right there. Maybe a little bit higher, but somewhere in this range, which means we're going to round up to 500. So we're going to be putting an E for number 1 on puzzle 6. So if you look at decoder puzzle 6, we're rounding to 500, which means we're putting an E. So I'm going to come down here to number 1, and I'm going to put an E in the box like so. Right? Same thing, both sides. If you have questions, call, text, Dojo, Google Classroom, whatever you need to do, and I'll help you out with it. Not a problem. All right? Page 2 should be pretty simple, guys, but I do want to explain it real quick because once you get the hang of it, you're going to be totally fine. All right? One side, it's talking about multiplication and division, so make sure you're looking at the directions. All right, number 1, this side is multiplication. This side right here is division. Make sure you're looking to see what it's doing, all right? So number 1, the rule is times 2. So you're multiplying every one of those numbers by 2. All right, so what is 2 times 2 equals 4? It gives you an example. 2 times 2 equals 4. 3 times 2 equals 6. Still have the example. 4 times 2 equals 8. 5 times 2 equals 10. Gives you 4 examples right there, guys. All right, then you're going to go to the next one. 6 times 2, follow our rule, equals 12. So on and so forth, all right? So the left side is multiplication. Even for the one where it wants you to find the rule, it's multiplication. So think about what it's multiplying by to get the answer. All right. Rule on the right side of the page. If you're looking over here at number 2, we're looking at division. All right. That whole column is about division. So this is the divide by 3 rule. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. You know this. 3 times 4 equals 12. All right. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 7 times 3 equals 21. 30 divided by 3 equals 10. 3 times 10 equals 30. All right. 15 divided by 3 equals blank. I'm going to ask myself, what times 3 So blank times 3 equals 15. And I say, aha, I know I can either skip them by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, which gives me 5. Or hopefully you know this right off the top of your head that 5 times 3 equals 15. So 15 divided by 3 is going to equal 5. All right, so one column, the whole left column, you're multiplying, the whole right column, you're dividing. Make sure you're following directions and paying attention to that. Think about the rule. All right, the back side of that page is just like the work we've been doing. All right, you're thinking about 2 different ways to write these problems. Use the example. All right, so if you look at the first one, and this is all about the commutative property. All right, so this one is 2 groups of 4 equals 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 8. All right, then it has you looking at it another way, same picture. Commutative property, 4 times 2 equals 8. All right, so here you're looking at 2 groups of 4. Here you're looking at 4 groups of 2. Commutative property, that's all you're doing, guys. That's it, that's it, that's it. All right. 7 through 12 wants you to draw a picture. You're going to have to draw fairly small, so please pay attention to that. But if you look at number 7, 6 times 4, what's that saying to us? 6 groups of 4 or 4 groups of 6. So just draw a quick picture. 6 groups of 4. All right. You can draw an array. You can draw loops and groups. However you want to do that. You can draw little pictures. Whatever you want to do. 6 groups of 4 or 4 groups of 6. Totally your call. Try to get as many pictures as you can on there. I don't think you're going to be able to get all 6, so just choose like 3 if you want to draw pictures for. So if you're watching this video, you actually get to do less work than somebody that doesn't. Go you. All right, and then last but not least, it is an application problem day. So let's take a look at our application problem. I'll even go ahead and read it to you, and then I'll tell you if you need to do all 3. Obviously, you need to read. You definitely need to draw a picture. We'll see if there is a sentence that you need to write that goes along with it. So it says, Marcus has a 1-liter container of milk he is going to share with his mother, father, and sister at dinner. All right, think about who all he's sharing with, counting himself. Draw a picture to show how Marcus must share the container of milk so that all 4 of them get the same amount of milk. Fraction, fraction, fraction. What fraction of the milk does each person get? All right, 1 liter, 4 ways, guys. All right, you will have to write a sentence for this. Please restate your sentence. Marcos and his family get blank liters of milk. All right, please write a complete sentence right here. It's super important. All right, and that is all you have to do for today.